Market. It has an incredibly large range of food.
And we've got a few days in Keelung, so we're gonna try and see how many of the specialties that we can put in our mouths.
Alright, let's get started. Keelung Market's not just the night market, it opens in the daytime as well. The 60 labeled permanent stores are technically still restaurants, but are part of the night market. So we're here for breakfast.
This stall only opens until noon, so we're here at breakfast time to try it out and make sure that we don't miss out on it. And what we got is 4 different kinds of soup. 1 braised mince on rice, and a plate of cabbage because we need vegetables. Yeah. We're good. There's soup. I'm hungry.
Oh my gosh! We're gonna start off with what we think is the clear pork ribs. It's quite salty, but not like
I don't think it's salty more than it's savory. It's just really light but very, very rich in flavor. Trying the meat. It's really tender. It looks quite dry. Good. Really nice pork flavor. This one is the pork meat and in potage. It tastes like onions. It's very sweet in the way that caramelized onions are sweet, which is quite surprising.
the flavor of the cabbage is pretty strong. Let's try the meat. You can tell this one's a cheaper cut. It's kind of like they minced it and then stuck it back into a lump.
Or they took a piece of pork meat and they put it in a lot of tenderizers. So it's almost unnatural in texture. But it's really soft, you can tell it's real meat. This one is the foot meat soup. Very gingery. That is really, really good.
Let's try the meat. Feels like meat, but more chewy with a
layer of collagen. The collagen is really nice. Because it's bloiny, it feels like fat. This one is the pork cheddar. The soup is the same as the previous foot meat soup. Let's try the pork cheddar.
It's so soft.
I really like that fatty collagen texture. The difference is that the other one has meat. I think they use the meat from the cheddar, whereas this one seems to be from the toast, which has less meat but more of the fatty bits around the skin.
We're gonna try the vegetables.
It's really sweet.
Is it smoky or is it just me?
It tastes like they cooked it in the stove. It's like a little porky.
There's quite a lot of oil on it, but I don't mind. So good.
Last one is the luro pan, the braised pork on rice. The fat is so tender.
It's quite salty though.
It is a little salty. This one is still really good. It's very rich. The person beside us ordered 2 bowls of rice, and you can see why. We're gonna try it with the sauce they gave us. Just have some soy sauce and some of the sweet chili.
Our next stop, we got pig trotter, prawn soup, and luro pan.
It's pretty easy ordering here because everyone pretty much has the same thing.
Yeah.
So just point and say one.
Okay, let's give it a go. Let's start with the pig trotter.
It's very gelatinous in texture,
But it's really soft. Heavy with the soy sauce flavor. It's like room temperature.
but it's not greasy at all. I think it's mostly collagen and meat rather than fat.
The sauce is like kind of like plums got put into tomato sauce.
There's a weird fermented flavor which some people might not be used to.
I actually really like that. The prawn soup.
She's very sweet, but not like a sugar sweet.
It's not prawns more than it's like a prawn cake. The soup is thick and not very strong in flavor. It's not really seafood either. It's mostly just there to follow the prawns. Rice. Wow, that pork is so tender.
It's not salty at all, no, but it is very savory and very flavorful.
This is really good. It's so heavy, but it's so good.
We're at I think intestine soup. steamed bao with the pork inside.
We're trying the soup first. It looks like there's barley in there.
It's a bit herbal.
It's a bit sweet.
It's a little out of the ordinary because there are herbal flavors to it.
For those of you who know what bak kut teh tastes like, the Malaysian one, not the Singaporean one, this has the same herbal flavor and the same tripe undertones.
But it's a really light soup.
We're gonna try one of the things, probably the stomach.
It's a very porky flavor.
It honestly just tastes like pork.
It tastes like after you've stewed pork ribs in soup for a very long time. The texture is a little bit like cartilage.
I'm gonna assume the next one is an intestine.
Tubular. It tastes fatty.
It's softer, but it's more bouncy.
There's no weird funky flavor to it. It's simply a pork flavor and the slight bitter herbalness from the soup. That is really, really good.
It's quite surprising. It's really enjoyable.
Let's try the guava while it's still hot.
The meat is marinated in probably soy sauce. It's a little salty, but also a little sweet. The pickled vegetables that mix the dish. This might be the best guava we've had so far.
Even though it's not super fatty and it's not like one of those things that melts in the mouth, the meat is still super tender. You can bite through it really easily. It's so good.
We're here at a thick crab soup and sticky rice place.
Glutinous oil rice.
Glutinous oil rice. We'll try the soup first.
I think it's okay. It tastes like a basic meat broth. It's not salty.
There's mushrooms, bamboo shoots, carrots, but definitely the mushrooms, which are shredded in there, give it the texture. Here's the crab. It's tender.
It's a bit blobby.
It's quite salty too.
It doesn't have that sweet crab flavor that everyone describes.
It's very salty. Almost like it's been brined before they serve it. Sticky rice. Glutinous oil rice. Alright. Just alright.
It tastes like if you took the Chinese glutinous rice dumpling, the jump, and you just split it up rather than making it one packed dumpling.
They do sprinkle something in there, but it doesn't flavor the rice at all.
Actually, it's flavorful enough that you can eat it by itself without feeling bland, but it's not something I would order actively next time.
It's not very exciting. It's another round of soup. This time, cuttlefish.
We've also got a plate of fried noodles.
Okay, let's try it. Let's start with the soup. Wow. It tastes a little bit like the other thick soups we've had, but there's quite a good addition of cilantro and white pepper as well.
You can really taste the squid and it's not as sweet as the other ones are.
Next is the cuttlefish.
It's really tender.
There's two parts of it. A really soft meatball and it's put inside the chewy, almost crunchy cuttlefish. Both are very tender and very flavorful. Lastly, the noodles. Garlic. The sauce or liquid at the bottom, I think that's containing all the flavor.
But it's very strongly of garlic. A little bit oily, a little sweet, a little salty, a little savory, but that is so good. It looks flavorless because there's no color to it, but honestly, no. It is
Quite a lot, yeah.
This one's really good. This is another pork soup place.
It seems like their side dishes like tofu and vegetables are really popular too. But we don't have the stomach space yet. First, the rice. That's really sweet.
You can feel the individual grains of rice, which is so good.
It doesn't seem like they use fat on here. It's more like it's like pulled pork, which they add on top.
The surprising thing is that the sauce went all the way through the rice. That's quite nice.
We'll try the soup now. How do you describe that flavor? It tastes like cabbage. and vegetables.
Yeah, it's a little sweet. It's not super meaty.
For a thick soup, I think this is the finished we've encountered in the Thai market.
It does taste like vegetables though, but not in a bad way.
Let's try the pork. The pork is quite sweet too. It's quite the same as the other concepts, where they get a cheap cut of pork and they tenderize the heck out of it. The soup, I think, is the most unique part of this.
Rather than a sweetness from, say, like the vinegar or sugar, it does taste like it's from the vegetables.
That wraps up our 3-day Keelung Night Market tour.
We've had a lot of things to eat.
But if there were 5 things we had to recommend, the first would be the tangyuan, black sesame rice mochi rice ball,
And an egg. The egg is especially good because it makes it puddingy and rich.
The second thing would be both the guabao and the intersan soup that came with it.
The simplicity of a very light, slightly herbal soup with the intestines and the stomach, plus such a good guabao that you can taste all the ingredients without it being predominantly sweet or too fatty. Really, really good.
The third thing we would absolutely recommend, the pig's foot meat soup. It was very tender, a good balance of proper pork meat and collagen, and a really, really good ginger soup flavor.
And for the last 2 things we couldn't decide on together.
For me, one of them is the nutritional sandwich, mostly because it's an unhealthy treat and you might as well enjoy it. Number 5 is the rice cake filled with black sesame and peanuts. That was really unusual and also a really nice sweet snack.
For me, I really, really liked the pork potage with the luro bun. I thought that the soup, it was good. It was slightly different to the others. And the last one I liked was the rice puff with the peanuts on the outside. Very simple snack, but very enjoyable, and every component was just very, very good.
Don't try just the ones that we've recommended. Go out and find your own favorites.
See what you think looks good and try that one too. Otherwise, all the stalls that we had in this video will be arranged in some sort of order on an article on our website, which will be linked in the description below.
As to where we are now, follow us on Instagram